Hi, I'm Larry Cox for DIY Road Cases. In today's installment, we're going to talk about a topic that we get a lot of inquiries about: wood thickness. If you plan to purchase your own local wood and laminate it with our ABS sheet that you buy from us, there's some things that you need to keep in mind. First of all, 1/4 inch plywood at most hardware stores or Lowe's or Home Depot will usually be listed as such. So it'll be listed as 1/4 inch or 0.250 inch. However, with 3/8 and 1/2 inch plywoods, you may see them listed a little bit differently. You might see the 3/8 listed as, 11/32 or like 9 or 10 millimeter. And for the 1/2 inch, you might see it listed as 15/32 or 12, maybe 13 millimeter. And the other common question is, do I need to allow for the thickness for the ABS plastic sheet so that it'll fit in the extrusions? No, you do not. All of our extrusion channels are actually milled to slightly larger dimensions than exactly 1/4, 3/8, or 1/2 inch in order to accommodate your exterior laminate and your wood. However, if you are laminating our ABS to your own locally purchased plywood, you need to be sure that you're getting the proper thickness dimension that you need and not some close to version or some piece that somebody accidentally threw on the wrong pile. A lot of large lumber retailers are famous for substituting versions of wood to put them on special that maybe they got a huge amount from a liquidator and they can offer it at great pricing. The average user of wood would not notice these changes so much, but you, with the close tolerances that you have for building a case between the extrusion and the thickness of the wood and the ABS, it can greatly affect the fit once the ABS is applied. So my advice, always take a tape measure with you when buying wood to make sure you're getting the proper thickness. And lastly, will the extrusions work if you don't put the ABS on, is a question that we get a lot. Like if people are just going to stain it or paint it or leave it plain and just varnish it, yes, they will work. There might be a little more play than when the ABS is on there, but nothing that will affect the functionality or the assembly of the case. However, I recommend, if you're going to do it this way, that you finish your panels before you assemble the case. Don't put the case together and then paint or stain or whatever. Do it first, as this is much easier and neater, but it will also help eliminate some of the play that's in the channel if you get a little bit of something on there. If for some reason you feel you still have too much wiggle room for your taste in the extrusion channel with your bare wood, you can always use something to shim it up on the interior side of the case. Maybe a couple of washers or a washer or a strip of steel or aluminum with some holes drilled in it so that the rivets can go all the way through. That would take up any slack before you rivet the case together. Other than that, you shouldn't have any problems. We have people that build cases without the ABS all the time. From DIY Road Cases, thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.